This is what you call a butter sandwich. It's just butter and I like to put cinnamon and sugar. It's actually it's cinnamon and brown sugar and butter. It makes a nice breakfast sandwich. This is really good bread too. Nice and soft. I went for the $5 bread, you know? Like I usually don't get nice bread, but I went up from the 3 to the 5. I don't know. You gotta live with the choices you make. This is what I drew yesterday. Actually, I haven't finished editing that video yet. I got distracted yesterday. That ditch looks real complicated to me. Like, what? 300 bones? All those muscles and shit? All those crazy names? Even doctors probably don't even know about all these names because they specialize, you know, in one thing. Only artists have to know everything. I don't know any names. Don't need to know that. Sit around memorizing fucking some name that Plato's doctor came up with. Trapezius or some shit. Call shit whatever you want. Shit that can just always pisses me off. People try to say that proper names are important. Irony is, you only believe they're important because someone told you, hey, this is really important, you have to call it this, okay? And you're like, okay, yes, sir. I'm like, what are you listening to him for? Who's that? Where's he going? Catch up with him. It's good to know that guy. I just think, like, the obsession with labeling everything is so funny. You know? Like, you think about all the names of all the different, like, little bugs and stuff. Like, in a forest. At some point, some nut job was like, I'm gonna walk into the forest and give everything in here a little name. I'm gonna write in a book, and I'm gonna make everybody use those names. Pretty funny. To me, I think that's a form of escapism. It's like, that guy just didn't want to be at home with, like, his wife. He just didn't want to raise, like, his kids. And he was like, I have to write everything down in the forest for the rest of my life. Sorry. And then he got hailed as, like, this great man. He traveled the Galapagos and he found the special things in the place. Meanwhile, he's just avoiding his wife. It's like his version of golf. It's like, I have to go to the island and write down the thing. Sorry. So stupid. Look at what good it's done us, like, obsessing over the natural world with such meticulousness, and it's just getting destroyed anyways. Sorry, but I think a lot of that stuff is pointless and just makes things worse. Like, just more meddling, you know. Humans just can't leave nature alone. Just stop fucking with it. Like, no, we must track every bird with a special tracking device. We have to know where it's going. Just leave it alone. You don't know everything. You can't know everything. Just stop. Just have some faith, for Christ's sake. You didn't invent the world. And if you did, you don't remember how you did it. Woo! Okay. So yeah. The last time I played Rocket League was November 22nd, which was almost 2 weeks ago. Wow. Actually, it was about 2 weeks ago. I've played this game only 8 hours the last 2 weeks. That's awesome. Good for me. Haven't played any Counter-Strike. It's good. You know, older I get, I'm like, competitive games, online games, they just piss me off. They just make me, like, mad. And if you think you won't get mad, guess what? Everybody playing the game is mad. Your opponent's mad. And so it becomes like, it's just not fun playing with people who are mad. Like, that gets annoying, too. Like, because if I'm not mad, they're mad. It's just a lot of mad. I'm like, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun. Why are you so upset? I don't know. Just fucking like the video, I guess. I don't know. I'll try to do better or something. I like art channels, so I'm making an art channel. Like, I don't know. I don't really have like much of a strategy. The camera I'm using is actually pretty good too because it's a Google Pixel 6, and it's my backup phone, so I'm just using it as a camera. Looks like her eyes are closed. No, that's not what I meant to have happen. I'm just gonna roll with that. She looks like she's squinting. She's sleepy. She just woke up from a nap. Alright. Got her little bun. Little bunny wunny. I'm a fan of semi-realism. That's what you're gonna get from this channel. You're not gonna get super realistic. Probably not gonna get super cartoony either. Not for now, anyway. I'm still just learning how to draw the fucking human figure, so yeah. I don't like to limit myself. I feel like if I'm drawing cartoon, then I can't draw anything realistic. If I'm drawing realistic, then I can't draw anything cartoony. So I like to be in the middle because then I can just... That's what happens when I don't, like, put any constraints on myself. I end up drawing, like, semi-real. So I think that's the way to go for me. So now I'm gonna measure. Let's see what we got. This is like her bottom of her breast. Sometimes I'll make little notes, you know, as I'm learning, because I'm learning, and so I'll put like bottom of breast on the side for this line. So that's 2 heads down. And I used to not do this. I thought, well, you know, I don't need to be that technical, but unless you do, then you won't be calibrated. Like at some point you have to calibrate your eyes and your perception. So I feel like if I do this for a while, like if I do this for some months, then I can get away with not doing it sometimes. But for now, I really need to do it because I don't know what I'm doing. Otherwise, like, my shit'll be way off. bottom of the breast. Trying to think of what to call that. Sometimes you get something, you don't even know what you call that. It's a top of hip. Bottom of butt. And then top of knee, and we're out of space. How did this happen? What? How did I run out of space? I didn't think I drew her head that big, and I drew it at the very top of the page. That's crazy. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, can either cut her off at the knee. I think I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw her from the knee up. Give myself an easier day for my warm up. And then another thing I do, which I think is really important, is like hold up the pencil to find like a plumb line, you know? Just find like the middle of her face. Where does that end up if you go down? So it actually ends up pretty straight. Okay, but so this is top of her hip. Breast, okay, bottom of breast. Don't usually draw clothing, so I have to be careful, so I don't focus on figures so much that I forget to draw people with clear clothing on. Probably should do that more. Do it a little bit, but I haven't done a lot. Oh crap. Drew her hand too low. Hand is actually like up here. Usually, but when I get it wrong, it's I guess it has to be one of the two. But yeah. It looks like she's wearing pants. It looks like her legs are pants. Okay. I need to actually try. Could we try? Could we do that? Would that be okay? It's because I drew the torso too high, and now I'm like struggling to make sense of that. So, yeah. But this was originally the top of the hip, but that's what I drew right there. And this is the belly button. Somehow from the top of the hip to the bottom of the butt just seems like not right. I don't know. So I guess I'll just draw higher. This is probably... I think I'm forgetting that this is supposed to be... I don't know. This, when I'm using this pencil, it's supposed to be like super... not a big deal. Because it's an HB, it's supposed to be like... whatever. Okay. That goes in. Then it comes out at the knee, and then it goes in, and then it goes out. You will notice things like you'll notice on the human body and pretty much anything else in the world that it goes up for a while and then it goes down, and then after it goes down it goes up. And you know, the scientists, they tell us that the universe is made out of energy fields, waves. Everything's made out of waves, so as above so below, you know, as within so without. It's really true, you know, because you look at stuff and stuff goes up and down and just goes like a wave, you know. That looks really bad. Not happy with that at all. Okay, there goes that, and then I don't know. Don't really feel like it captured the pose here. Guess that's why it's a warm-up. I'd like to post, I am gonna post like other time lapses and draw alongs that are not warm-ups. But I like this routine of waking up and doing this vlog thing. It's fun. I'm probably not going to do it forever, you know, so. But it's having fun with it. Yeah, something else I'm learning is like to just be okay with what I drew and be like, well, that's what it looks like, right? It's not gonna hang up in a fucking museum. I'm not gonna post it. That's what we got. And also, sometimes when we draw somebody and we're not happy with how it looks, we go, oh, they don't look, you know, pretty enough, or their body doesn't look perfect enough. It's like, there's probably somebody with this exact body somewhere. So if you were drawing them, then you would have nailed it. And just keep that in mind, like, so probably somebody who looks just like this. And I fucking nailed them. Alright. Move on. 2. B. 2B. Graphite 0.9. This is my latest mechanical pencil. I like it. Feels cheap. I mean, it was $5. It's rattly. I don't like that. I could actually probably put in some super glue to take care of that rattle. Because other than the rattle, it's a really nice pen. You know, I'm a big fan. Flip's nice. Got a nice flip to it. You know, it's not too short. It's a little longer. That's why I bought it. I like a long pen. I actually hate this lead too. This lead sucks. Maybe I should use my gift card balance on some high quality lead. You know, you buy the cheap OLED, you get what you pay for, folks. Not a big fan of this LED. I don't think I'm really gonna render this hand or finish this hand really. Oh, that's good enough. Really don't feel like I'm not really sure this reads as a shirt. It's like, it doesn't read as well as I would like. So, let's see if we can remedy that. Usually what you're dealing with is just a few lines that need to overlap. You know, like a few shadows. Shirts have these lines in them. And there's like dark shadow right here. That looks a lot better. This doesn't really read the breast, to be honest. That looks better already. Sometimes when you're trying to indicate an edge, it ends up looking really dark, you know? And then you forget that there's actually not that much shadow right there, and then it looks really bad. It happens to me all the time. You just have to go and fix it. No problem. No problem. Sound like Trump. I think that's a reason why Trump became popular, is because he's so, like, one of his evil powers is that he's reassuring. He has this false reassuring sense where he's always like, it's no problem. It's actually no problem. The virus is gonna go away. It's like, we're gonna talk to North Korea. We're friends with North Korea. We love all the countries. They love us, but we dominate them. It's like, what do you. Yeah. He talks in doublespeak, but if you just listen to he does sound reassuring sometimes, and you know it's a scary time to be alive. So people will take any reassurance they can, but he's gonna start to crack. Like, I mean, he's already cracked, but yeah, I feel like I definitely somehow ran out of space in between. Maybe I just drew. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe I just gave her too much neck. Maybe because they're. Yeah. Yeah. Still feel like I don't have a lot of room. Proportions are tricky. Yeah, I mean, it's at least evident that she's taken off her shirt, so that's good. Yeah, I'm realizing, like, her arm is way too short. Like, whoa, buddy. I don't know about you guys, but I've got my heater on like all the time now. And my bill wasn't too bad last winter though. I've only lived in this place for a year. But bill wasn't too bad, so I'm not too worried about it. I never like turned on past 70 really. And I don't run it at night, obviously, when I sleep. That's psycho behavior. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've never drawn a sketch like this before. So, all things considered, pretty happy, I guess. Just a warm up, you know. Join me in not judging whatever you drew. Just be like, cool. Someone looks like this somewhere, right? You know, who cares if it doesn't look perfect? Who cares if your light is scratchy? Because it's too cheap to be in. Who cares if it looks scratchy? I went to the art store the other day to buy like more better lead, but they didn't really have anything. The only thing they had was like $10, and I didn't feel like I could trust the brand. Actually, I think it was Faber-Castell, and I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not spending $10 on Faber-Castell. Shit's a fucking ripoff. I'm excited to draw today because I didn't get to draw a lot yesterday. But I also want to work on my. Alright, I think I'm done. Yeah. See you tomorrow.